Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our Super Patch Opportunity and Information Meeting. We're excited to have you here tonight. We do this call every Tuesday. We do it at 3 in the afternoon, and we also do it at 8 p.m. in the evening, both Eastern Standard Times. And we're here to talk about this amazing technology that we call the Super Patch Company that is changing lives around the world, both in their wellness and in their performance for athleticism and working out and just that everyday warrior that wants to be healthy and so on. And so we're excited that you're here. We thank you for taking the time to come and visit us tonight. And it's always nice to see new faces on here. And for those that are currently with us and have been here before, we welcome you back. And those that are here for the first time, we're glad that you took the time out of your evening to share a little bit or to learn a little bit about our technology tonight. It's my distinct pleasure to welcome our presenter tonight, my dear friend Lisa Cito, who is joining us from Vancouver on the West Coast. And Lisa has been in the network marketing game for a long time. I think it's like, Lisa, do you ever feel like that's what you've been doing sort of as far back as you can remember? 30 plus years, I think, that she's been in this. And she has had amazing results herself with this technology. And she decided to join, and she decided to be part of this movement, be part of this mission of helping 1 billion people plus around the world. So without further delay, it's my pleasure to introduce our presenter tonight, Lisa Cito. Welcome, Lisa.
Thanks so much, Terry. And I really, absolutely loved learning about Super Patch. It has been almost a year ago that someone has shared it with me, just like probably everybody that's listening to this or will listen to this has been invited to take a look. And it really was something else. I had to wrap my head around it because it is that unique of a breakthrough technology. And so we're going to delve into some of the details there because it really is just an incredible timing when it comes to this opportunity. And there's so many people that are looking for help when it comes to what these patches really offer. And so that's why I decided to jump and not only dip my foot in the pool in, is just I said I'm in because I wanted to be part of this movement. Like Terry said, it is like a mission for the world. And we're in over 30 countries right now, and that's going to be growing. So guess what though? Terry and I are from Canada. He's in Ontario. I'm in British Columbia. And there's so many people here that have never heard of us before. So the opportunity is so powerful. We had some music there that just took off on its own. It's excited to be here. So Steve Jobs he said a lot of great things in the past and was visionary in his own right. And he said, let's go invent tomorrow instead of worrying about what happened yesterday. And this is something that I think will have different meanings. But for me, it basically says, you know what, live in the present, and largely what we're doing right now, what we're thinking, what we're putting into action today really does create our future. We actually manifest it right here in the present. And so this is where we are right now, right in smack dab in technology boom. You would have thought that came and went, when it started 25 years ago, but nope. Just look at here, what we've got, all these companies, billion and trillion dollar companies that many of us rely on greatly today. And it really has connected us, from locally to, across the country to way across the pond. We rely on this technology, and it has made the world a lot smaller, and it's been a great thing. Like, truthfully, can you live without, really some of the technology that brings us closer? No, right? And it makes things so much quicker too, right? So whether it's ordering that book on Amazon or from the Kindle, or even that pair of shoes, whatever you're going to be ordering from Amazon, people would say, I want it now. People are getting it now, right? And look at Tesla, what they're doing, right? Whether you like Tesla or not, they're creating something that is brand new that other, automotive companies have actually copied, right? And if you have your microphone on, please, if you can mute your line, that would be great. And many of you right now are also watching this or learned about this presentation or this overview on a laptop that's either Apple or Microsoft, right? Or some of you are dialing in on your phone, and that is, your Apple device or your Android, right? So we have all this that brings us together, whether we're at home or whether we're at the office or whether we're just walking alongside the boardwalk or at the beach. You could connect really that easily. And some of you are doing that right now. So Arthur Clarke said it really good when he said, any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. And, when we have people that are actually doing trade shows, presenting and sharing our super patches, they're saying, no way that it can do that. But when they're shown what it can do, they say, wow. And that's what we're seeing every single day with Super Patch. This Super Patch company has hacked the neurocode to develop technologies that can help improve the lives of millions of people around the globe with a drug-free, affordable, and risk-free approach. They've been working really hard for over 12 years to create this patch. Okay, so many of you just were maybe introduced last week or last month or last year, but this is a long time in the works. And this patch can send signals directly to your brain to optimize those neural codes that control our health and wellness. And they happen to call that technology vibrotactile trigger technology, VTT. So this innovative technology, well, every bodily function happens to have a neural code. That makes sense, right? That's from, when you look at us, like you don't have to plug us in. We are self-regulating, breathing, walking. We have proper balance, most of us. Pain management, stress, everything has a neural code to handle each of every one of those things, including sleep and your immune system. Sometimes these neural codes happen to get damaged or stuck for many reasons that could lead to, not the best health, and not the best days. And sometimes you're not even able to perform well or 100%, right? So the patterns and the ridges on these patches are like QR codes that help to repair the neural codes, allowing our bodies and our mind to operate at their highest levels, right? And for many people, that could range from, better improved focus or physical impairment. But all of our 12 super patches have their own unique QR code. It's like the QR code, like when you're at a restaurant or when you're at a business and you use your phone camera to link up to that, and it goes through the internet, right, to get to the desired web page, right? Well, our QR code, what it does is that the pattern and the ridges on the patches, they communicate through our nervous system to communicate to the brain. That is really remarkable when you think about it that way. We're not just something that was, a gimmick that was thought up. This is supported by research and proven by science, as you can see from the research articles that are shared on the screen right now. And all of these studies are actually, you're able to find them on our website. And if you are interested in learning about that, you can just ask the person that invited you to take a look at this company and learn more about us, and they'll be able to provide these studies for you. Pretty wild when you think about it. Now, we also have a scientific advisory board that's quite talented. Some of you know these people, some of you don't. Many of us were introduced to them at the Dallas conference in early March. And they all bring such a wide, they're basically superstars in their own field. And they decided that, I want to be part of this company. And guess what? They're going to be able to help us grow and get our products into more and more people around the globe. So we're very, very happy and honored to have them on board with us. So what are we looking for out there today? Well, we have many needs out there. And as you can see, we've got wellness needs, performance needs, and also what we have today. So as you can see, there are many, many things that we, deal with on a day-to-day basis. Sometimes we're, experiencing some pain. Sometimes we don't have the most energy. Sometimes where our memory is affected. Maybe we're under stress, some days more often than not, a little bit of neuropathy. And neuropathy, if you don't understand what neuropathy is, it's that tingling, prickly sensation in your extremities, sometimes in, your legs or your hands and beyond. So, we have some of those needs that we need to take care of, right? If you're an active person that engages in exercise, maybe daily walks, or maybe something that is more, sports, where you're required to have more power or more strength and endurance. If you want to be fit, or if you want to have more flexibility, and a lot of times it's for prevention of, falls and things like that. You want to have, something that's going to assist you when it comes to that enhanced mobility and that agility. Plus, of course, you want to have that recovery. And a lot of times, younger people, they think, okay, what are you talking about, recovery? Well, as you get older, we need to have that recovery, it seems, when we do engage in sports and exercise. And so what do we have today? We have options like drugs, options like over-the-counter products, your Tylenols, your Advils. Surgery is an option. You have maybe the option to change your lifestyle, diet change, or some of them are time commitments. And of course, with some of the things I just listed, there are associated risks and side effects. So here we have ineffective solutions and resistance to those lifestyle, diet, and time commitment change. So, we're not here to say, take this product for 6 months or 3 months, change your lifestyle, and let's see where it goes, right? And you've heard that before, I'm sure. Well, with Super Patch, it's a lot different. Let me explain. We offer a drug-free solution. A lot of times it's quick and effective. I've had friends that noticed a difference in 1 minute, 9 minutes with their pain. Very easy to use. It's peel and stick, and then it's on you. Non-invasive, non-reactive. And guess what? It's safe for children and also pregnant women. There's no diet or lifestyle change required, and super affordable. So how to wear the technology? You simply open your Super Patch pack, take out one patch, peel and stick. So you want to put it on an area that has no hair and that is directly to your skin. And large amount of people like to wear it on their forearm. I also like to wear it on my upper arm, on the external part. Sometimes people wear it on places where you can't see it as well. If you're wearing a tank top or no shirt, you could put it anywhere. There's no hair. Okay, let's take a look here.
Super Patch is the most advanced wearable technology in the market, with 15 plus years of research and development. Super Patches are 100% drug-free, non-invasive, and backed by science. Our skin absorbs and transmits information from many different types of stimulation. Every physical, emotional, and psychological function has a corresponding neural code or message in our brain that controls and regulates it. Due to factors such as injury, stress, genetics, etc., these neural codes can get disrupted, leading to poor health, wellness, and performance. At Super Patch, we've decoded these neural messages that manage the neural control of physical, emotional, and psychological functions. Every single Super Patch has a unique pattern of ridges in it, similar to a QR code. When these ridges come in contact with our skin, the receptors in and around our skin send a message to our brain, which then decodes it. This intricate pattern of ridges is known as vibrotactile technology, or VTT for short. When the patch stimulates the skin receptors, it generates and sends a very complex signal to our brain to correct the specific neural codes that may be disrupted. The effects are almost immediate. So you focus less on overcoming wellness and quality of life challenges and more on living a happier and healthier life. Whether it's improving your sleep, enhancing your sports performance, or unlocking other life-enhancing benefits, Super Patch has you covered. Try Super Patch today and start your health and wellness journey.
Fantastic. Very simple to use. Now you're going to meet this lady here, and she's been using our Liberty and our Freedom Patch. Take a look.
Last July, I woke up one day and couldn't walk. It came completely out of the blue. My children had to come and help me get out of bed. And I've had problem with my right leg ever since then. I've tried all kinds of things. Magnets, far infrared, lotions, potions, medications, physiotherapy, oils. And since we don't have a main floor bedroom in our house, this is how I was having to walk up the stairs. Weeks ago today, I started using the Freedom and the Liberty patches from the Super Patch Company, and this is how I walk up the stairs now. I am very grateful.
That is life-changing, any which way you look at it. That is remarkable, Terry, isn't that?
Yeah, it's incredible. Some of the changes that I've seen over the last, 7 or 8 years, and specifically in the last year and a half with the patches has been just absolutely humbling and mind-blowing.
Yeah, exactly. You've seen a lot in the last few years yourself. So we've got, as she had mentioned, one of the patches she was using is the Freedom Patch for pain. And this is something that is one of our most popular patches. Actually, one of the 3 top reasons why people end up in the hospital is for pain, for sleep, and for stress. And so we definitely can help a lot of people here. And also, who do you know that gets Botox or goes to the dentist and gets tattoos? Well, there's a certain level of pain there, and they might appreciate learning about this pain patch here. Pretty cool. And the Liberty patch, I think we're going to be talking about soon too. But first we'll talk about the sleep patch called REM. Now, there's a lot of people that once they go to sleep, they cannot stay asleep or they don't get that deep enough REM sleep, right? Which is important because it is very crucial to feel rested when you wake up in the morning, no matter how many hours you sleep. Who do you know that sleeps 8 or 9 hours even, and they still feel tired in the morning? They might want to try the REM patch. What about going to sleep and not staying asleep? You might want to try the REM patch. Very, very important to increase the quality of your day the next day. We also have this Kick It patch, which is absolutely fantastic. So as you can see, if you have, that habit that you just cannot kick, maybe for cigarettes or for you have a sweet tooth or you have, those munchies past 9 o'clock at night, and they're really, really interfering with your, staying slim and healthy goals. You might want to try the Kick It patch. You know what? I use it, and I have to say that it actually works really good. The Joy patch. Who do you know that could use some more hope and happiness in their life, right? Start feeling the best that you can each and every day naturally. This Peace patch is absolutely fantastic for dealing with stress. And even if you have a colicky baby at home, you might want to have them try the Peace patch. Also, I've had a friend that has some issues with her AFib. She's going to be 72 this year. And she said, Lisa, when I put on this Peace patch, I have to tell you, my AFib settles down within 15 minutes. Who knew, right? So you never know what these patches can do. And a lot of times, even though it says deal with stress, it actually addresses a lot more than that. We also have an Ignite patch, which is fabulous for dealing with excess or your calories, where you can actually, when I actually learned about this, Terry, where you can burn up to 25% more calories daily based on your metabolic resting rate. That means that even when you're watching TV or when you're sleeping, you're actually burning up to 25% more calories. Who wouldn't want that, Terry?
How cool is that?
I know.
Burn calories while you sleep. Who would have thunk?
Yeah, and we had someone on a few weeks ago, and I think it was in a period of about 7 months. She had released 35 pounds just with using the Ignite patch daily. So she would put one on her forearm, say she would put on another one on the other forearm when she took the other one off. And that was her result. So if you're willing to try that, then you never know what it can do for you. Really, really cool. And this one, Victory, works, very, very well if you're someone that's active or someone even that does Pilates or yoga or even strength training with dumbbells, where you need that agility and that endurance. Any type of workout, whether if you're a teenager, whether if you're in your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, it doesn't matter. This is going to also help you with your balance and stability, which is very important, right? Because we don't want to be prone to falls as well. So we're going to talk a little bit more about the patch that really is designed for that. This one right here is such a popular patch. I don't know, I've bet anybody at Super Patch that does not wear this patch for your immune system. And especially for the last 4 years, people are concerned about that and they want to take care of that. It is such a large, demographic and, all around the world that, we have that. We don't have to create one. We have one here. We have so many patches at your disposal, even as a young company. So guess what? This live blood sample shows that before wearing the Defend patch, you're going to have a lot of clumpy red blood cells. And you know what? We want to see, some improvement there. We want to see them flowing nice and free and oxygenated like this. This is only, folks, 30 minutes after wearing the Defend patch. Okay, enough said. Then we have the Focus patch. Who's wearing the Focus patch now? If you want to say it in the chat, I'm wearing the Focus patch. This is one of my favorites. But do you know of any accountants or people that need to focus? So especially right now, it's tax season, right? And there's a lot of people that really, really want to be, sharp. This is such a beautiful patch for that. If you haven't had a great night's sleep, this is also wonderful. This was something that really saved me. Every time that I don't get that sleep, or if I have to be up really, really early, when I have only 4 or 5 hours of sleep, this one helps me function throughout the day and not feel so groggy and out there, right? So who do you know that could use that extra focus? No matter if you're a student, if you're studying, for sure you're going to, see a difference. But also, like I said, for anybody that needs to focus in their extracurricular life, in their careers, and their sports. Liberty, this is one of the patches that the lady that was going up and down the stairs, she was using, and this helps to increase her balance. And how important is that? Well, studies show that balance is the most reliable biomarker for longevity. So if you have good balance and stability, the more likely you are to live a longer life. Did you know that? This is something that I learned from Jay, the creator of Super Patch. Studies on Liberty without drugs and showed an improvement of 30% in balance and stability. So this is, of course, backed by research, proven by science. Peel and stick, you guys. There you go. And who do you know that is also a senior that is prone to falls? They definitely want to hear about the Liberty. Now, moving on to one of our new released patches, and that's Rocket, designed for youthful male performance. As you can see, it's great for anyone that is a male that's under the age of 40 and 40 to 50 and 50 years plus. So that covers all the males. And so I'm sure that we have some males that are willing to test that. Have you heard of anything on this, Terry, how it's performing?
Yeah, I have. And everybody that wears it finds more vitality, more energy, more stamina, and everything sort of leans towards the word more. And so, as far as passion is concerned, we're getting the same word more. So take it from there.
That's awesome, Terry. And you know what? How appropriately named, Rocket. I love it. Okay, so now we've got our Lumi patch that was designed for the skin. Okay, so this is for males and females of all different ages, where you can get that radiance and glow complexion from the inside out. Really, really that glow like a halo. Natural and biophotonic activation. And you know what? When Jay decides to launch a patch, you know for sure that it's going to be backed by studies, proven by studies, and it works. So if this is something that interests you, ask the person that invited you for some of the before and after pictures on this patch. Pretty exciting. Now, Sean Garrity had said the technology you use impresses no one, but the experience we create with it is everything. And that's what we're seeing a lot at Super Patch. So here we've got our wide array of all the patches that we just talked about, and it's smack dab in the middle of a $500 billion market. $500 billion market. And as you can see, a lot of the issues that we talked about right here are all, you know, a demographic that is massive, right? So when I took a look at this company, Terry, I said to myself, you know what? I used to offer products where people had to, you know, you take it, let's see if you notice a difference in a couple weeks, a couple months. Sometimes it takes, you know, for cellular turnover, maybe a little bit longer, like 6 months. But guess what? People don't have that time. If they injure themselves, they need something now. Is that right?
Exactly. And the nice thing about these patches, we're affecting how your body functions through your neurological pathways. And that's what's really exciting to me, because we're sort of engaging the body's own innate and its own ability to heal and function at an optimal level. That's what's really exciting to me about these, drug-free and affordable. So exciting.
Yeah, wonderful, Terry. So exactly what you just said, it's assisting your body in healing itself. You know, really, we're reprogramming your brain. That's brilliant. So again, let's recap: 100% drug-free. There's already over 1 million happy customers, amazing clinical trial results, made in the United States, fast benefits, FDA registered, 30-day money-back guarantee, and of course, a very high user rating of a 95%. So product and leadership in the technology area, and again, millions of dollars spent on research and development. This is clinically proven and globally protected technology. In the VTT, the vibrotactile technology, folks, if I haven't mentioned it already, that is the company's intellectual property in over 180 countries. That's massive. That's a great opportunity right there when you're looking at it as a business. Okay, no competition, very simple to use, no gimmicks, no limits, and a really awesome pay plan that includes unlimited potential with the great bonuses, trips, and incentives. There's a trip coming up, right, Terry? Where's that? Mexico?
Yeah, there's one to Mexico in July, and there's a leadership one that is to Thailand at the end of May.
Yeah, fantastic. Gotta love that, folks. So it's really simple to join and no risks. So to get started today, step 1, enroll as an associate with one of our launch kits, and they range anywhere from $2.99 all the way to $9.99. Take a look at the variety and which one is a fit for you. But with this membership is you get the ability to market our exclusive patches. You get best prices, wholesale pricing. Who doesn't want that? Access to our simple pay plan, opportunity to build a team and earn unlimited bonuses. You get a free replicated website. You don't have to hire someone to create one for you. You get training, and you get also the opportunity, as I said, to participate in contests and trips and other rewards. Step 2 is go to balance tests on people. This right here has proven to be very, very powerful, because when people see that right away, when they put the patch on or they do the balance test without it, and then they have the patch on, there is such a marked difference right in front of them. It is unbelievable, and you cannot deny it. So guess what? Phil Jackson has said also that the strength of the team is each individual member. The strength of each member is the team. And you know what? A lot of us rely on each other day in, day out. You're not alone in this. So you have a team that will support you. So question to ask you is, are you number 1 or number 2? To become a customer, right? Or to become an associate? So again, there's our launch kits right there. Very, very simple. It's not complex. So we want to appreciate and thank you for being here tonight. And Terry, any last words, or, you know, let's take it from here, because I think we have some people that want to share tonight.
Yeah, this is always the exciting part of the presentation, Lisa. You know, we appreciate everybody's time here, and it's always nice to ask anybody impromptu at the end of this call if they've used the product before, what their experience has been. So it's really, really kind of exciting to to come to that part of the call. And so if at this point we could let me go back to here. And if anybody on this call, even if you've told your story before, we always have new people on the call. So we'd love to hear from you again. So if anybody would like to share a story, an experience they've had with the patch, simply raise your hand or just unmute yourself and start talking. We'd love to hear from you. It's always a good thing to share. And on our testimonials page, we have over 65,000 people on there sharing their stories and putting their stories in there as well. So that's always nice. If you're not part of the testimonials group, please ask the person that invited you to this call and they can get you in that page. So
Yeah, Terry, I got to share with you that, when we were at the Dallas conference, I met Dina from Ontario. And I just, every time you meet somebody new, they have such an incredible story. So this is what wowed me, is that she knows someone someone in her family that actually used the Liberty patch that helped his varicose veins. So if you know if anybody is on this call or listening tonight, if you know of anybody with varicose veins, or if you have them yourself and didn't even think of it, try putting it closer to that area and see what happens with the circulation there.
Yeah, that's incredible. And you mentioned earlier that you had somebody that was an older person that was struggling with AFib. Well, I have a quick little testimony I'll tell about AFib, and you may have heard it before, but for anybody that's new on here, back almost a year ago now, I had some AFib issues, but I didn't know because I couldn't feel it. Some people can feel it, some people can't, but somebody was watching what I was doing, work I was doing up at the lodge, and they wanted to check my heart rate. So I said, sure. And all of a sudden it showed that I was in AFib, and we did 3 or 4 times, showed that I was in AFib. And so I was wearing our technology and have been wearing our technology, but there was one particular patch that I wasn't wearing. And so consequently, I went and I had what they call a cardioversion done last June. And a cardioversion is where they put you out and they actually shock your heart back into rhythm. And so it's got about a 70% success rate. And so there's been, ever since I had the cardioversion done, I felt my heart go out of rhythm into AFib again twice since I've done that. And the first time it did it, I thought, you know what? I wonder if I'm dealing with stress. I wonder if stress is causing this. It was just sort of what I call a severe wild ass gas. And so I sort of said, hey, I'm going to put on this peace patch, because I wasn't wearing the peace patch because I always felt like I wasn't really dealing with stress, or I didn't have an issue with stress. And I literally put on the patch. It was around Christmas time. I literally put on the patch, and within 25 minutes, my heart rate went back into normal rhythm. And so I wore the patch for the balance of the 24 hours, then took the patch off. And then about a day and a half later, it was around Christmas time, the same thing happened again. And I'm like, damn, I wonder if that patch helped keep me in the rhythm. So I put the patch on again a day and a half later when it happened again. And lo and behold, within 20 to 25 minutes, I went back into normal rhythm again. Well, suffice it to say that I haven't stopped wearing the peace patch as part of my arsenal of the other 5 to 7 patches I wear a day to improve the quality of my life. And not once since I've been wearing the peace patch again has my heart gone into AFib again. It's stayed at a normal beat. And for me, that's very important, because there's always a fear of stroke. My father died of the stroke at the age of 73. And so that's the problem with AFib, is that it could cause a stroke. So I'm just elated to think that this little patch, and stress is the silent killer. And a lot of times we don't think we're stressed, but it's doing a lot of oxidative damage that we don't know about. It's causing things, I think, in our bodies that we're not aware of. And I certainly wouldn't have been aware of it. But since my cardioversion, I could feel the AFib. And so I was able to feel it this time. And that's why I put the patch on. So that's my story. So.
Yeah,
Anybody else like to
wonderful.
share quickly? I think I saw Ian
Yeah.
Britton had his hand up. Ian, go ahead.
Yeah, hey, good evening, everyone. Yeah, just my last recent share. I was in a classroom setting, and the gentleman sitting beside me was tired. I guess he was getting bored. I'm not sure, but you could see his eyes closing, struggling to stay awake. I shared a Liberty Patch, and literally you could see it transform. 2 minutes later, he's wide awake. He's paying attention. He's and for me, it was just night and day. It was like I gave him an energy drink, but it was in the form of a patch. It was really cool to see, and that's just how easy it is to share this technology. I mean, you just see something happening, you apply it, and then before you know it, you see the benefits right before your eyes.
Oh, that's crazy. That's he must have been pretty surprised thinking that he had a little shot of energy there. So good for you for putting that out to him, Ian.
Yeah, the look over and just like, what is this magic, and of course it leads to a conversation, but it's always good when you can help someone out, like you said, the arsenal of patches you have in your toolbox.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes.
Well, that's great. Thank you very much for sharing, Ian. Okay, last call. Anybody else? We're a little bit over the timeline. Anybody else want to share anything? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. A lot of shy people on here tonight, Lise. Anyway, well, that's the end of our presentation. We, on behalf of Lisa, myself, and my co-host Paul Austin, who's on here, who does our 3 o'clock call every Tuesday. We appreciate you being on here. We appreciate you inviting guests on here. And if you are on here for the first time as a guest or as a customer, we thank you for being here. And if you are here for the first time and have never tried our product and decide to try our product or join us, let me be the first to welcome you to the Super Patch Company. Thanks very much, everybody. Appreciate it. You're welcome to unmute and say goodnight if you like.
Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good
Thanks,
night.
Carrie, Lisa.
Thanks so much.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Night.
Good night. Thank you.
Thanks for being here.